The Stasi and Manchester United. This is a photo taken by a Stasi informant of East German Berliner Fußball Club Dynamo supporters in the mid-1980s. BFC supporters were a hotbed of hooliganism and right-wing extremist excitement, which is ironic considering who the club's main sponsor was, the Stasi themselves. Their honorary chairman was the head of the Stasi, Erich Mielke, seen here totally toasted. Interestingly enough, in this picture, the supporters are holding a Manchester United scarf. Now, this isn't as out of place as you would think. Hooligans in the Eastern Bloc like to use memorabilia from Western teams as a sort of active provocation. And hooligans all throughout Europe tended to have a level of solidarity with each other through borders. But there's an interesting note to BFC supporters holding a Manchester United scarf. On 17 November 1965, in the first round of the European Champions Cup, Manchester United played Vorwärts Berlin in East Berlin. Vorwärts through that time was one of the most successful East German clubs, which is a problem when the Stasi's club is also based in East Berlin. So Vorwärts was moved to Frankfurt and sponsored by the Ministry of Defense, and BFC moved into being the showcase club of the capital of the German Democratic Republic. BFC would go on to unprecedented success, while Vorwärts would fade away. Both of these teams had been sponsored by the state, but pride and ego were still a thing in the apparatus and state structure of East Germany. And to an extent, getting a club moved was a flex of the Stasi's power over East German society. But back to the scarf. United played Vorwärts in 1965, then Vorwärts was bullied out of East Berlin, and the team that they were replaced by, BFC Dynamo, gains a group of supporters, and decades later from that game, BFC Dynamo supporters hold a Manchester United scarf. And decades after that, an idiot American uses that scarf to illustrate a small aspect of East German society.